Good afternoon, my YouTube family. First, I want to say thank you, and it's been a fabulous, fabulous journey so far. I just had a lovely afternoon walk watching the sunset down at the local beach, and I picked up some food on the way home since it's still COVID central and can't really go out to eat with friends, so I picked up some food to bring home. But the dream I wanted to discuss tonight is actually a really special one to me. It's from way back in like winter of '94 sometime. I wrote it down, but I didn't write a date, but it's around that time. So it was before the internet was this big huge thing and everybody had smartphones, and cameras were these giant lunky things you had to carry around. There was no texting. You had to still talk to people or page them. I know it's a little crazy. Times were strange back in the '90s. But anyways, this particular dream was very profound to me. I guess is the best way to put it. When I woke up from this dream, I was just in awe, and I couldn't understand why the world couldn't be this way. But in my dream, there was a thing called like World University or something along those lines. And they basically, you could apply, but a lot of people were recruited, not based on grades or money or what kind of finances you put forth to the university. It was all based in your interest and your theories in different areas of study. There was no grades or degrees. You went there strictly to enrich yourself. And a lot of companies ended up recruiting from there because it was very free form, and people were encouraged to answer, like if there was a task, we won't say a test, but a task, they might say, discuss the mannerisms of your chosen species, or give examples of mannerisms of your chosen species. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to write like a 5-page essay with a beginning and a conclusion and all that sort of stuff. It was more like you could do interpretive dance, you could write a story, you could write poetry or a song or something that captured that essence. And I thought that was a fascinating idea, because not everybody is into writing essays. Some people find it extremely boring. There was a sense of symbiosis on the campus. So, for example, let's say there was a program that studied like horticulture, and the greenhouses were made by the local class that was studying construction and renewable resource design and that sort of thing. And then the food that was made was then used by the multicultural culinary program. So it was very, everybody helped everybody out kind of a thing. A lot of the instructors were either leaders in their field or high up in the chain of command of some of the companies of the world. Some celebrities would come and either instruct or just do a specific talk, maybe sort of like TED Talks kind of a thing. It was, in my dream, it was this magical, fantastic place, and everybody, the one requirement was everybody was required to take another language that they didn't know and try to at least get to a level where they could talk with other students, because the students, again, this was from all around the world. In my dream, it was set in some place like, I want to say New Zealand. It was some place that had a lot of varied ecosystems within a short amount of distance. And it was amazing. So for example, during my dream, Sting came and gave a concert to raise funds for saving the rainforests. Now, some of it was money for research on how to go about doing that. Some of it was poems, music, logos that were going to be used in the advertisement with the rest of the world. So it was a varied way that people donated to this cause. Does that make sense? And then during the lunch breaks, like from, I don't know, 10 to 2 or something, every half hour, there was like a open mic stage where people could come and either talk about their area of interest or sing or do poetry, or it was kind of just this open mic forum sort of thing. And a lot of people would just sit out in the courtyard and listen to whoever was out there and whatever they were gonna say. It was super, super cool. There was, I'm trying to think what else. Let me look at my notes. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, the whole point of it was basically different ways to help the world as a planetary community, not as a me, I. It was all about us, we. How can we make the planet a better place? How can we as a global community react to our Earth and to the universe better? Oh, there was also a gift shop. So those that were artists or did form, if you will, would sell their wares at the local, what we call gift shop, but really it was kind of like a marketplace. And if there was extra food, flowers, whatever from like the horticulture program, they would sell those there as well. And the general public could come to that. And that was, I think that was every day, but it was like on one edge of the campus. So not everybody was wandering around the whole campus, but there was like one part of the campus where they could come and shop. And in keeping in mind that there was no internet and smartphones back then, in my dream, there was no regular TV allowed. There was only educational type TV allowed, because again, TV was about as far as technology had come at that point. But most of the research was either book or shared audio. There was a lot of like conference call type things with other people around the globe that were also doing research on similar projects. And it was, I guess I want to say we got out of our own way, because it wasn't, everybody was sharing the knowledge they had for the betterment of the planet. It was not about, I found it first, I get credit for it. There was no more of this need to have recognition or praise from outside sources. We all felt happy and content within our own being, that we didn't need to seek it from outside. And just the egos got out of the way. And it was a beautiful, magical thing. Corporations didn't function the same way anymore. Most of the world was not functioning the same way that it does now. It's not all greed and ego based. It was a beautiful, fantastic dream, and I would very much love to see it come true. Anyways, so for my joy today, I want to say, well, frequently it's my joy, but Jilly's joy for today is still pup snuggles, because my dog is very sweet and snuggly, and his snoring for some reason is extremely comforting to me. But also the fact that I'm able to live close to the water and enjoy the beautiful sunsets and walks on the beach. And yeah, I love it. Even when it's chilly and it's winter, it's still gorgeous, and I get to see all the other dogs that are out too. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all have a great afternoon, and happy 2021, and I pray that it will be way better than 2020. And 2020 wasn't that bad, actually, I have to say. I mean, I know COVID kind of sucks, but really it was okay. We're all all right. Everybody's okay. Okay. Be safe, be well, and know that you are loved. Thanks.